Now whip it good.
Hello, hello, welcome to WIP IT Thursday. With me tonight is nobody, just me, myself, and I. Don't know if anybody's going to join in tonight, but I got stuff to work on. And let's see. Nope. Over to the comment section. First up, I'm going to finish out this neutral impression for prime head. It's almost done. It's been sealed up. On the last live stream, I had it almost all done. I just did the one more coat of brown over top of it, then dry brush the hair, and did touch up the eyes a little bit. I sealed it. Now I'm going, and then I dull coated it. I'm going to put some gloss on the eyes. Then that one is done. Got the smiling head. Big old prime. Still waiting on the right size styrene to come in to work on the lower armor on my final form prime, the red and blue costume. And on hold until I get that in. So I'm going to do styrene down and around to keep a clean edge at the waist twist and edge of the armor, like I did on the upper. I will do a little bit of work on this upper tonight. First up, I'm going to put the clear coat on the eyes. And that's not clear coat, that is white paint. At least I figured it out before I started to try to paint. Let's see. Magnification on. Always like to gloss over top the eyes. Alright, that's done. Let that dry. Another one down. Another one down. Another one bites the dust. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Brush off. All right, what was I going to do next? Yes, I'm going to put some. I've got two pieces of styrene together here. I can feel there's a gap with my fingernail. I'm going to take my sculpting tool and super glue and just fill that seam in. Just let that dry. Sand it down. Alrighty. What to work on? What to work on? Well, I do have. Need to get a shipment in of some paint today. Hey, Nemo Hill's in the house. Finally got my Army Painters paint in. I ordered on the 2nd. Opening up the box. Never used Army Painters paint before. I had like starter kits on sale for $11. So I figured I'd give them a shot. Here we go. I was really wanting to check out this Barbarian flesh. They all look good colors, but that's the one that had me intrigued. So it looks close to Tester's warm flesh, at least from the pictures. So we'll see. Oh, that's neat. That's cool. Interesting. You just dip your figurines in and stuff. All right then. I'm gonna dip my figures in that. Give you a little paintbrush. Get the matte white, which is good. I've been running low. Been using a lot of white. I've been using Pro Acryl white. Are those mini Warhammer game figures? No idea. White, yellow, pure red, ultramarine blue, green skin for orcs. Yeah, strong tone. I guess these are washes. Plate metal. Matte black. Ooh, leather brown. I wonder if this is close to tip. Don't look like it's Tester's leather brown, but this is one I was really curious about. Ooh, it's shooting out there. Let's get something we can test on. That is barbarian flesh. Now we got, this is as close as I got to Tester's warm flesh that I still have. I took what little bit I had and mixed some Pro Acryls with it to get a little extra out of it. It's very close. I don't have much left though. It's a little more, got more yellow into it than the barbarian. Not bad though. Why it keeps pouring out of the bottle though. As soon as you take the lid off, it starts shooting out. This is normal for army stick. See if I can mix up something. So that's a good color. I like it. So I just want to use a little bit of that. And take a little bit of their red. I will say that I don't like their nozzles on army builders because it starts shooting out as soon as you take the lid off. It is barbarian flesh with a little bit of red. I don't think it's enough red. It's getting closer. Let's mix the burnt red in there. Definitely more red. I think I might have it too red now. We'll see. Or maybe it's just right. Oh no, that looks about right there. I think that's pretty close. I think it needs a little bit of yellow. That'd be right there. Just tuning in. Later, I got some the Army Painters Starter Kit. And I've ever had any Army Painters war paints. And trying mixing up some colors. Trying to get me. I was wanting to try out the Barbarian Flesh, which is good color. It's a good base color. I like it. I just want to see how much it would take to get closer to Tester's warm flesh style, which I don't really have any of that, and I got some approximation that I've mixed up before. Yeah, Frodo. So I've mixed up a little bit of Barbarian Flesh, some pure red, some burnt red, and some yellow. And we'll see what we got. Bit too much yellow. Oh, went overboard on the yellow. Yeah. Took it the wrong direction. A little more burnt red. Hey, son of a crayon slayer. If you're just tuning in, I'm playing around mixing some paints right now. I'm getting to a shadow tone, like face coat, close to Tester's warm flesh. Now I need some white. Projects for the night is, I'm trying to figure, I'm trying out playing around with some paints right now. Just started out with putting the finishing touches on, no paint on my hands. This prime head, glossed up the eyes. And that one's done. Waiting on more styrene before I can finish sculpting the chest armor, the lower torso and the around the waist. So right now, this is Barbarian Flesh. This is my approximation of the Tester's warm flesh I mixed up before. Barbarian with a little bit of red, a little more red, some burnt red. I put some yellow in, made it too yellow. A little bit more burnt red in, and I put some white. We'll see what we get it now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Looks promising. Oh, 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 oh. I think just a tad more white and we got it. Oh, I think we got money. That looks good. I think that's right on the money. So we got started off with War Paint's Barbarian Flesh, added a little bit of their pure red. Wasn't quite right, then I added some burnt red, and went added too much yellow by accident, and went more burnt red than white, and I got matched up perfect. And I got paint all over my hands. Am I accepting donations? No. Yeah, I got one bottle of wash that comes with these sets. These paint sets for, and I'm on sale for $11. Of course, the shipping was $18 on 2 of them. And it only took them 3 weeks from ordering to get to the house. I got good match. I took this. I wanted to match this. Thank you, Crown Slayer. A lot of work on the dragon. I actually got one of his arms right here. And his axe. Actually broke his axe. I had it in his grip hand and I dropped it in the floor and it snapped right there. And because it's hollow, it's lightweight, strong resin, but when you hit get a hand like this and hit the floor while it's gripping, it snapped it too. But I was able to get back together pretty seamlessly. I said, first time dealing with these paints, and it's pretty good. The only thing I just don't like it when you take the lids off, they just start shooting paint out the top. You get a little excited. A little premature painting. I think you can use it for both. You just got to thin them down. You don't want to test that leather brown. After airbrushing or brush paint. Yeah, I think you can just thin them down and use them for both. Plate metal. Normally I wouldn't have to worry about reinforcing like the resin I'm using. It's just the way I dropped it. I have this. It's the first I've ever touched it, Alfredo. That warp paint. I'm going to test this though. I want to see. This is leather brown. I want to see how close it is to testers for leather brown. I would put the glue on the bottle of the one I'm using. Testing. Right now I'm just playing around testing paints. I think it's got pretty good coverage on. I think it's transparent. And this is good old Tester's leather brown. Gonna last my leather brown too, testers, and I hate to even just use it for testing. Can't get it no more. This is nowhere near the same brown. That's what I don't like. I shook it up and took the lid off. and just start shooting paint out of the top. It's very excited to come out of the bottle. Covers well though. And this stuff is pretty opaque, I think. But the Tester's leather brown's still got a little bit of a reddish hue to it. This is like a dog poop brown. I'll clean up another. All right. I got two of those sets. Yeah, they were cleaning some out for $11. So I was going to get one of their test metallic sets too, but stuff was selling out. By the time I made an account, everything else sold out except these starter kits, and I was lucky to get these. Box goes in the trash. Alright, we got paint we mixed up tonight. I was pretty happy with how those turned out. They dried a little bit. I got pretty spot on to that. Out of the bottle, the Barbarian finish is pretty good though. I like that. I'm wanting some more though, because I'm going to be painting the flesh on this dude. Blue's dry. Do some sanding. Yeah. Good deal. All sealed up now. Had a little bit where styrene and styrene next to each other, had a little bit of a gap in between here. Okay. Looks good. Oh, that's nice and Oh, that's what we can do. Was that head for that buck? Yes. This head is for this body. Brown is changing a bit when it dries. It could be passable. Oop. Put paints up off the workstation, knock everything over. I don't know how this is going to work out. We're going to try. You'll see what I'm doing once I get everything mixed up. Oh, first time attempt trying to do this. Yep. Hey, notice something that Hulk has that the Caliban doesn't have. Boop boop. Oink oink. Oink oink. Honk honk. I'm going to try to put some on the Caliban buck. I'm going to mark out where to go. But we don't know if I can do that or not. It's something I've never sculpted before because I never thought to do that. But it is very obvious when you see the chest. There's something missing. Got my first appearance prime. Ain't got none. This feels weird. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know. That's too big. Still too big. I just want to just a subtle blend it in. Oh Lord, this feels wrong. I think it's still too much clay. It's gonna work. Subtle. Tune in Tokyo. Now let's see if I can get the other side without destroying one I just did. Still too much clay. Little goes a long way here. Still too much clay. The epoxy clay, it's Aves Fixit Sculpt. I've had the same container of this stuff for about 16 years. I'm finally getting near the bottom of it. I bought a 3-pound container of it. That's when I first started. Never sculpted anything with epoxy ever. And I was like, well, 3 pounds is not that much. 16, 17 years later, I'm still on the same container. You don't really need that a 3-pound container. So far, so good. Don't stick my finger in the other side. And now it's just to let it set, then I'll sand it, soften it up a little bit. That's one subtle indentation there. Is it comparable with green stuff? This is a lot different from green stuff. Green stuff is very sticky, tacky, but you can sculpt very I find it better to sculpt with green stuff when I was going to do like a hair or armor, like freestanding armor pieces. But I want to do something like this. Is much harder when it sits up. This stuff is like a rock when it sits up. Like here's a same stuff. You can just work with this stuff with water. You can get smooth and smooth with your finger. And the green stuff, you need this stuff. You got to have the sculpting Vaseline. That's not. It's very, very sticky. Sticks to your tools. Where did I put that? This is a head that I'm going to be painting up for a friend of mine. Let's see how this does for barbarian flesh does this black. I'm painting it on thin on purpose to make sure it stays nice and smooth. I don't want full coverage on the first coat. And I'm just want to see how this stuff does. Oops. I do like how this covers over this gray primer. Not bad. Yes. I'll be right back. I need to run to the restroom. Yeah, I definitely like working with Aves Fixit Sculpt, of course. I've been working on it for, like I said, 16, 17 years, so I'm real used to it. And you know how to work it. So I did the lats over here and just in the nose. all with Fixit. You get smoother transitions with Fixit than you can with green stuff. Same with like a epoxy sculpt. Epoxy sculpt, you gotta let the stuff sit for almost like an hour before you can work with it. But Aves, you can use it, mix it up and start using it right away. So there's that. Got one of my figure stands out of the curing station. Warriors over the wall. Pegs are just a bit long. Shorten it down a little bit. Now, I like the Fixit too, but definitely you don't need to buy the 3-pound one. Like I said, I've been using it for 16, 17 years, and I still got plenty of it left. You can buy the smaller ones. So the stuff's a lot more expensive now. There we go. You're home. Yeah, those too small. The marble edges. No, they fit. You want to improve just the portions of your comic book style figures, like your Bushwhacker. These are the shoes off the 2-pack Luke Cage. They're bigger. The feet come on here are super tiny for the, especially with the comic arms. When you put these bigger feet on here, it makes the whole figure look better, in my opinion. And I use the, what I'm using on the, these were left over from when I made my original character Scourge. And I want the work boots on that figure, and I use the boots off Rage, the feet off Rage. Which are even a little bit bigger than these, and these are bigger than what came on this figure. So overall, that looks much better proportion-wise. I'm gonna open up this real quick. I want to look at this. The MOTU Thundercats crossover He-Man. Reminds me of like the 2000X King Grayskull. Yeah, the third wave has got the recolors of Lino and Panthro. I'm sorry. Got the Panther Man and Panthro. But they're both they're all recolors of different armors. You got the regular that goes so that so not quite wanting to fit. You gotta really stretch that armor to fit this torso. I was thinking about using possibly getting the second one of these, or using when I get the 2000X He-Man, because I don't like how small the arms are on the 2000X He-Man. The skin tones are the same. These are much bigger arms. I actually don't mind the strap on the leg. Leave it on the arm too. Definitely got a King Grayskull vibe to him. I like it. The Power Sword, Sword of Omens combo. Pretty cool. I like it. I feel like the first wave lino parts would be great for custom lino. The straps come off. You can take those off too. I just left them on. It seemed like it'll be a more pain to get off. Or get, well, easy to get off, but pain to put back on. So I figured just leave them. I actually like this armor. Not for He-Man, but I like the armor. I'll put this on another figure. It almost has a 2000X vibe to it, the whole figure. These are taller proportion figures. Like I said, I'm really hoping this matches the skin tones on the 2000X one coming out. The arms are so much better. So much bigger. But be tempted to just see if I can just part swap all the stuff off the 2000X one and put on here. I even like this head better for 2000X. We'll see. I like it. You might use the helmet piece, which is dumb, as a shoulder pauldron. This thing's tight too. Like the hey, cool. Check out my cool hat. Work backwards. I think it'd be cooler as a shoulder pauldron though. Cool. I like it. I got the other figures of this wave over there. We can part swap. You can take off the straps and the gear and all that. Like I said, I just like to keep the straps on. Definitely has a 2000X vibe to it. We felt, take all the cat theme stuff off of it. Oh, nice mini comic. Yeah, the artwork, it just reminds me so much of the Mike Young 2008 He-Man or King Grayskull, either one. It wasn't Tigra, it was Skeletor in the sky. Merge the power sword and the sword opens together. The Predator bro handshake. Dylan! Let's check on our base coats. That's not bad. It's definitely, with the Barbarian flesh, I would recommend priming in gray. It covered really well with that on the first coat. The darker color could use a little more work. It's going to take more coats on the darker color. I like with these army paints. I'm not fond of like bottles where I gotta like pour the paint out to use it. It works for what I was wanting it for, though. I was wanting it basically like a nice base coat for flesh. Then I go over it with my custom testers that I have left. Custom mix testers. And I wish I could find some real testers in warm flesh. That looks good. Second coat and cover's pretty good. I do recommend it going over a lighter color. Did you read the He-Man and Thundercats crossover that came out a few years ago? I skimmed through a few issues. I never did pick up the whole story. Actually, I take that back. I don't think I did. I was thinking of the DC Thundercats crossover. I was thinking of the wrong crossover. Alright. On the Discord, something long was asking about like prepping pinless joints. If I can, I'll just prep them on the figure without cutting them loose. But sometimes it's not the case. Like these Meowscles arms, I did the Brock Sampson. I ended up cutting them out on one side, just bringing up the heating it up and popping them out. It's prepping them outside the figure because the tolerances are so tight on this. There's no way to prep it together. I would prefer not to cut it apart, but I had to take it apart for just the way it's built, unfortunately. Where is the Chester's Flash? Is that it? Yes. That is the flesh tone I mixed up that matches. That's pretty close to Adam Strong. I do think I need to lighten it up just a tad bit. It's just a little bit darker. I think it needs a little bit of white. That's why I'm running out white. I use white to lighten things all the time. Give me some more Pro Acryl white. It was really good, and the Masters Universe, Masters of the Multiverse was good too. Hey, AK. Been experimenting with paints tonight. We got some new Army Painter Warhammer stuff. And then working on getting my Adam Strong flesh tone just right. What do I want to test it on? Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, I'll try it on this. Ordered bootleg repo G1 Optimus Prime from AliExpress. Fingers crossed the box is not destroyed along the way. Good luck with that part. They get the stuff from AliExpress that's not destroyed, or the seller said, he don't need the box, I won't send the box. That happens too. I did get the KO missing link one. It is really nice. Now we wait and see how this dries. Cronus, yep, it's a Cronus head. I cast it a long time ago. Just had one laying here. Alpha Proto, wait, no, I'm sorry, Alpha Proto, AK. This is the KO missing link. It has, looks like G1 Optimus Prime, but it's more articulated. But like where the stickers would be are actually sculpted on the forearms, the knees, the feet. The decals, that is actually sculpted in the paint that Sawyer's painted on. This is the only thing I don't like about this thing. You had all this articulation, and they didn't give it a ball jointed head. You just got a swivel. That's the only thing's missing on this thing. It's like, why? Of all the stuff you added on here, why couldn't you give us a ball jointed head? He's got opening hands and matrix in the chest you can grasp. Making a 2000X Cronus bootleg with a this head 2 body and Marvel Legends and legs from movie Mr. Freeze and McFarlane toys. Well, that sounds like a cool mix. Yeah, I love this thing. This is such a nice piece. But it's like the unofficial one. They didn't give it a ball joint neck, so they just copied exactly. This has actually got more die cast than the official one. This is heavier. Cronus custom. Got you, my friend. Yeah, I like this thing a lot. I ordered 2 of these. I got one still in the box. This one came with one of the smokestacks. Broke off at the top, and I fixed it. It's been sitting here on my desk ever since I fixed it. I need to put the Obalt logo on here. The KO is great. Good quality. It's cheaper. More die cast. They didn't do a KO of the cartoon colors though, just the toy colors. I like it. It's cool. I would love to see them like if they did them, and they're doing the missing links all the same scale. It'd be cool if they could actually do them as like fix the scale of the figures where they're in scale with one another. Like if they did the Dinobots, make them like twice the size they came. Even as a kid, I was disappointed when I got the Dinobots because they were smaller than what they should be. Let that dry a little more, see how that turns out. Now always thought you want to turn in a little bit of a backpack or to chunk out the body. Yeah, I need to check. Does that come with one? Let's see. They call him Optimus Warrior, the KO. And no backpack. Sticker sheet for the trailer, but no backpack. You get the trailer, roller, blaster, missiles for the axe, and the gas pump. Yeah, it's very well done. I like it. But yeah, needs a backpack. They made backpacks for kits for G1. I wonder if they would fit on the missing link. Like a jetpack. Fill in the back of the figure. Like that. On the little small one. Definitely needs one. Since I got the KO, I never opened my official missing link. Almost kind of like to try to get. So I got my G1 Optimus Prime signed by Peter Cullen. It'd be cool if I can get the missing link signed as well. Just leave it sealed. Yeah, he borrowed a Sideswipe's jetpack. I think I'll hold on to the side one. That's the house is burning down. Other than my pups, I'd get that. Yeah, I've never had the issue of non-transforming Transformers because that a lot of people have a stigma of. Because I like Transformers for the characters. Yes, I love the transformation, the Transformers. It's a big part of it, but also, if that was the case, GoBots would be just as popular as Transformers, and it's not. It's the characters what made people fall in love with Transformers. Plus, the character designs were so much better. And the GoBots, the people running the cartoon on it, made the mistake of making them exactly like the toys. If they did that with Transformers, I think it wouldn't be as popular either. Part of, like I said, it's the characters and the way they look in the robot forms. Yeah, the Transformers toys were, the majority of them were a lot better looking than GoBots, but some of them were just as bad as GoBots. Yeah, Ironhide, the original figure, was pretty bad. Ironhide and Ratchet both. They had, well, Transformers were never meant to be sentient robots. In Japan, they started out as mechs. The Diaclone. When they brought them over to the United States, they brought the toys over and created a whole new fiction for them. I'm glad they did, because I don't think they would have been popular if they did like a mecha. Not saying mecha is not as popular, but yeah, they put a face on the seat where the Diaclone driver was in his windshield, which is kind of cool with the Dreamwave comics back in the day, when they did like their War and their Cybertronian forms. They kind of worked that into Ironhide's Cybertronian form, where he had shielded in like in front of his face. Let's see. Let's talk about it, and let's actually just look it up. There. If Ironhide was G1 accurate, the toy accurate. Leaking lubricants. Bumblebee and Ironhide. Oh, we about filled up a 2-hour block. I could have worked on this. Still do a little bit of work on that. Army Painter's brown will be good for your cigar. Black on the glasses. Really, silver frames or black frames? Looks like they're silver frames. Mm-hmm. And it goes from being clean shave to a little slight goatee throughout the movies. I think the Sculpt is clean. Looks like the Sculpt is clean shaved. Yeah, looks like they're silver framed. Yep. Wonderful. I got multiple heads. Eventually clean up for this. Completely just regular Stallone head. We'll go with the beret with sunglasses and the cigar. And you got the beret, sunglasses, no cigar. You got beret, no sunglasses. Without the goatee, he's just an older Cobra. Hey, I'm cool with that. I like Cobra. The only thing I don't like about Cobra is when they smash up that Mercury. That was a nice car. Of course, he actually kept the hero car, and it got stolen. It was stolen from him. I want to paint the glasses black first and go over silver. gonna have more heads than Shadow Classified. That's not hard to do. I got these heads from Dominart, Quotes 3D. I will say it took a little while to get them scaled just right because the file has them for like 7-inch scale. It says it's 1/12 scale, but they're clearly scaled for 7-inch scale when you try to print them. Unless you want to put them on the gung ho. Roadblock. Tactical Oyster. Hello, hello. Getting there. Nope. You know, we're on this side here. I'll take the head off. I'll make sure the paint's dry before I pop it off, though. Now it's getting there. Clean my brush up. Couple little spots to touch up. You want to do anything else for the expendables? Probably not. I got lots on my plate as is. I wouldn't mind to it. Jason Stanton would be a good one, but I got so much. I got all my work in progress already. Debate. I want to see if I want. His go-to is so light, I don't have to do it with a pencil. Still, it wouldn't be black. It would be. I don't know. Not sure if I want to put a goatee on them or not. It's not sculpted on there. It's smooth sculpt, clean shaven, as far as I can tell. Clean my brush and out real good. Still getting black paint out. like I can still be getting paint out of this thing. Not much to the brush. Keep getting more and more black paint out of it. Thank you very much. Finest 24. I'm still getting black paint out of the brush. The cleanest thing going how many times? Still black paint. Still, how? This is just a tiny little brush. This got so much black paint in it. I'm using the good stuff too, the Winsor Newton. I'm quitting. It's like there's a marker inside of it. It's pretty clean, so I'm going to stop there. All right, let's check the color on this. Did I get any lighter? I think it's a little bit lighter than the head I get on there. Pretty close. It's just a tad bit darker than the Adam Strong. Camera, it looks more dark. In person, it don't look that much different. On camera, it looks quite a bit darker. Well, guys, I think that's going to call the night. And that's looking good. Worked out good with using the Snake Eyes lower body from the Timber Snake Eyes 2-pack and the Snake Eyes Gear Recondo upper body. The what was it? The Tiger Force Recondo. Not bad. Pretty close to what he looks like in the movies. Nope. We gotta get one you got in before the show ended. Name of held. We gotta get one out before we go.
Family, 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 family.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we got the toy chat tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Collector Fusion, Geek Fusion TV, Collector Express, JB Toys, Krypton's Toy Vault, and Quinn's Comics. We'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one, guys. Later.